Hi there, everybody. Kelly Parr here. Welcome to the musical portion of the virtual Satilla celebration. I am honored to be here. I'm also honored to be one of the newer members of the Satilla Riverkeeper board. And I've been asked to play a few songs for you in honor of the Satilla River. What should I play? So here's one of my favorite environmental consciousness songs. I think that's appropriate. By one of my favorite artists, Joni Mitchell. My version is called Big Yellow Taxi.
Hi, thanks for joining us in our virtual Satilla celebration this evening. We're going to listen to a few more songs from Kelly Parr while folks get logged on. If you're joining us on the Better Unite platform, you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, we've got an online auction this year. We're so grateful to all of the donors that made this auction possible. So please take a look and bid on anything that seems exciting to you. Also, on the right-hand side of your screen, you can use the little drop-down menu and select Fund a Need. And these are things that are important to the Satilla Riverkeeper in the coming year. And if you feel like contributing to any of those causes, we would greatly appreciate it. So what you've got in store for you for the rest of the evening, we're going to hear from some of our sponsors. We're going to hear from our board of directors. You'll get another update from me on some things we've been working on this year. And then we're going to announce our drawing for our microfiber sun hats that many of you donated ahead of time to this virtual fundraising event, and we so greatly appreciate that. So stick around. That drawing will be towards the end of the video. And after that, we'll enjoy some more music from Kelly. So without further ado, let's get back to Kelly Parr.
Here's a song for all of you 80s music fans out there. with a little bluegrass twist to it. Song by Journey. So we're celebrating the Satilla River. Got to do a river song. This is one of my favorite river songs, written by Al Green, made famous by the Talking Heads. Take me to the river, you know it, sing with me.
Changes that you put me through. Take my money
Wash me in the water, washing me down, washing me down. Don't know why I love you like I do. All the trouble that you put me through. 16 candles there on the wall. I have to be the biggest fool of them all. I wanna know, can you tell me I love to stay? Take me to the river, drop me in the water. Take me to the river, take me in the water, washing me down, washing me down.
Hello and welcome to this celebration of the Satilla Riverkeeper. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Cottingham, Chairman of the Board of the Satilla River Watch Alliance. We're grateful that you're with us. Each year about this time, we all look forward to gathering for a delightful gala event over at the Strickland family's beautiful place on the banks of the Satilla River. It's always a highlight of the year for many of us, but of course this year is different. We're all facing challenges with COVID-19 and its aftermath, and we've moved this celebration online, and we're certainly glad that you are joining us. On behalf of the whole Satilla River team, thank you. We thank those who are doing so many things to make this possible. Our members, our sponsors, our volunteers, donors for auction items, and so much more. We welcome also those of you who are joining us for the very first time. It's great to have you. Through this event, we will spotlight some of our organization successes and seek your help in raising funds and other forms of support. It's all about making efforts to advance the mission of protecting and restoring the unique and beautiful place that we call this extraordinary Satilla River watershed. We are a nonprofit 5013C organization. Large and small donations help make great things happen. As you logged on, perhaps you saw our sponsors' names listed. If you're joining via computer, we encourage you to scroll along the list of sponsors at the bottom of your screen. Please join us in thanking them. We could not do it without them. Growing up as I did in Douglas, I treasure early and fond memories of fishing, swimming, boating, and camping along the beautiful Satilla River. These years later, I'm so grateful for the scores of friends up and down the river who I see year in, year out, making efforts to restore and beautify this priceless treasure. I'm so grateful for the work that you all are doing. Please keep it up. Our efforts, yours and mine, can help ensure the viability of the Satilla River. These waters and the lands that surround them support healthy fisheries, diverse wildlife, safe swimming, superb recreational opportunities, and a stable water supply, which is just vital to all of us, including enabling an economic activity for all of this region. Thank you for embracing the mission of protecting and restoring this unique and beautiful Satilla River and its watershed. Tonight we'll be learning more about the organization and hearing from some of our sponsors throughout the event. First up, we'll hear from the Black Bear sponsor, Southern Ionic Minerals. They'll be followed by Dr. Wade and Rosemary Strickland, longtime hosts and avid supporters of the Satilla Riverkeeper. Now, as we often say, we'll pause for a word from our sponsor. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Stuart Forrester, Minerals Operations Director for Southern Onyx Minerals, part of the Camors Company. Behind me are my two beautiful children about to enjoy a relaxing paddle on the gorgeous Satilla River. Southern Onyx has supported the Riverkeeper's work for 10 years, with good water management critical to our operations. We understand our water use affects everyone in the watershed, and we want the effect to be positive. We constantly work to improve our practices. The Jessup mine, which will commence operations this month, will reuse and recycle 98% of the water on site. We are proud to support the Satilla Riverkeeper's work to protect Georgia's water resources.
Okay, thank you. It's my pleasure now to introduce and welcome Laura Early, our exemplary Satilla Riverkeeper. We're grateful for the wonderful work that Laura is doing. Laura has been our Riverkeeper and Executive Director since February 2017. She holds undergraduate and graduate degrees in biology and ecology from Clemson University and the University of Georgia. Before joining us, Laura served as a naturalist on the Little St. Simons Island. She also completed a marine policy fellowship with NOAA. Through these and other key jobs, she honed her skills and demonstrated her commitment to protecting the natural environment. Laura leads our organization, as I think many of you can attest, with style, skill, and determination. She's always welcoming others to join her in the work that, in working for this cause that she cares so deeply about. Laura works actively with the Georgia Water Coalition and other important allies who are committed to achieving successes along mutual goals for our river and our state. Laura, we're grateful for your many skills and contributions. Please come and talk with us about some of SRK's recent highlights and accomplishments, as well as some upcoming plans and opportunities. Let's welcome Laura Early.
Thank you, Jim. One thing that I think we can all agree on, it has been a weird year. It is a bummer that we aren't able to catch up at the Strickland's beautiful lodge on the Satilla River this year. But it is fun to see so many friends through this video. Let's not dwell too much on the weirdness. In spite of it all, we still do have so much to celebrate. When I was talking with my husband about what I was going to share with y'all tonight, I mentioned noise cut. And he said, "But you always talk about noise cut." Satilla Riverkeeper has been talking about noise cut for quite a while. It was named the Dirty Dozen back in 2012. And some of our partners have been talking about it for much longer. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers first identified it as a problem back in the 80s. The problem, in case you aren't as ingrained in the issue as those that have been working on it for decades, is that in the early 1900s, a channel was dug in the marsh between two tidal creeks in the Satilla River estuary. Over time, this channel has widened and deepened, and it has changed the tidal flow in the area of the estuary, which has resulted in changes in the salinity and silting in of portions of the natural creeks. Essentially, this man-made cut is contributing to loss of habitat for many species that depend on the estuary, and it is hindering recreational boating in the area. So why am I bringing up this project for another year in a row? This year, we hit a major milestone. Over the past several years, we have worked with the Army Corps of Engineers, Coastal Resources Division of DNR, and residents of the Dover Bluff Club to complete a thorough study of the hydrology and come up with potential solutions. As a result of this study, the Corps recommended to close Noise Cut and two other creek channels. The Corps was ready to put $7 million in federal funds into this project. All they needed was roughly $1.8 million in matching funds to get started with the design and construction. No big deal. especially for a nonprofit organization with an annual budget of about $120,000. In partnership with Coastal Resources Division, we put together an application for state funding through a new grant program. In January, it was announced that state funds through the Georgia Outdoor Stewardship Program would be awarded to this restoration project in the Satilla River estuary. We expect to see construction start next summer on this project. And we expect to see benefits of the corrected tidal flow in the years and decades to come. Let's shift gears a little. Many of you know that during a normal year, we make several trips back and forth to Atlanta during the legislative session. We work with partners across the state through the Georgia Water Coalition to help move clean water policy forward and prevent any legislation that has the potential to harm our water resources. Well, as you know, this year has been a little weird. The legislative session was put on pause in mid-March due to COVID-19. And the session resumed again in late June in a whirlwind of committee meetings and votes in order to pass essential legislation, like the state budget. I'm excited to let you know that in those final days of the legislative session, a bill passed that makes it less attractive for companies to send out-of-state coal ash to Georgia landfills. The environmental community has been working for years to raise awareness about the dangers of storing toxic coal ash too close to our water resources. This is a significant step in the right direction. I bring up these two examples because they are both a good reminder that these battles are rarely quick, nor are they ever easy. In order to make progress, we must be strategic, coordinated, and persistent. We are currently in the midst of fighting a poorly sited landfill in Brantley County. This proposed landfill has many issues, mainly that it is in a low-lying area dotted with wetlands and a high groundwater table. It is in an area that is prone to flooding, the kind of flooding that washes out roads and requires you to build a small hill in your yard for a functioning septic tank. The proposed site is surrounded by private residences with drinking water wells, 2 elementary schools, and the Satilla River is just 2 miles away. We've been working on this project since 2016, and it has been a roller coaster. Most recently, the Environmental Protection Division released a set of draft site limitations for public review. Essentially, EPD put together a list of stipulations about where on the proposed site would be appropriate for waste disposal and what areas would not be suitable for waste disposal. After reviewing these draft site limitations, it was clear that they did not adhere to the protections set forth in the local solid waste management plan, nor did they take into account many of the residential wells nearby the proposed site. By sharing information and empowering concerned citizens to take action, we helped organize a grassroots effort that resulted in 9,517 public comments. All but 3 of those comments were opposed to the proposed landfill. That is huge. At the same time, Senator Ligon was working with his colleagues to introduce a bill that would prevent any new landfills within 3 miles of sensitive blackwater rivers in the coastal plain of Georgia. The support for this bill was tremendous. Thousands of passionate letters and phone calls were reaching legislators from across the state. Despite all of this, EPD issued a site suitability notice in May, and the bill got stuck in committee in the last days of session. But this battle is not over. No permit for the project has been issued, and there is still work to be done. Like I said earlier, we are in this for the long haul, but it's not just the Satilla Riverkeeper. It's up to all of us. Environmental advocacy has to be a group effort. One letter, no matter how eloquently written, does not speak nearly as loud as 9,000. Our Satilla is a shared resource, and as such, we all have a shared responsibility to do all we can to protect her from harm. This has been a weird year for sure, and I know that we are each facing our own challenges as we adapt to whatever the world might throw at us next. We are each doing what is best for our families, trying to stay safe and healthy. One thing we must not forget is the importance of community. Even though we are far apart right now, our own well-being is still tied so closely to the strength of our community. And so it is with our shared Satilla. She needs her community to continue to be a strong force for her protection. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoy the rest of our live stream. We are going to hear from a few more of our sponsors, and then we will announce our Conservationist of the Year.
I'm Wilton Deloach, president of Dover Bluff Club, located on the Umbrella River, part of the Satilla River estuary. Dover Bluff Club was founded in 1921 as a hunting and fishing club and is made up of 60 members with a strong emphasis on sustainable forestry and environmental stewardship. Dover Bluff Club has a strong relationship with the Satilla Riverkeeper organization, and we've been a sponsor of the gala for quite a few years. In fact, the oyster roast has been held here at Dover Bluff on 2 occasions. The up-and-coming closure of Noise Cut and the repair of nearly 10,000 acres of estuary is due to a strong relationship that we have with Satilla Riverkeeper. Dover Bluff is a proud sponsor of this year's virtual celebration.
Hello, my name is Tick Lee. I'm one of several of your volunteer Board of Directors members for the Satilla Riverkeepers Association. On behalf of the entire Board of Directors, we want to extend our sincere appreciation for your participation in our virtual gala event, as well as your participation in the silent auction and the donation opportunities. Your donations and contributions will help us execute the mission of the Satilla Riverkeepers Association, which is to protect, restore, and educate about the ecological values of the Satilla River, as well as its recreational values. Thank you so much for your participation and your contributions. Future generations of tomorrow will certainly appreciate what we all choose to do today. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the Satilla.
We're so fortunate to have supporters from all corners of our watershed. So now we're going to jump to our treasurer on our board of directors, Clay Montague, and he's going to announce our Conservationist of the Year.
I'm Clay Montague, a member of the board of directors of the Satilla River Watch Alliance, home of the Satilla Riverkeeper. I'm here to present the Conservationist of the Year Award for 2020, with which we recognize a person who has made outstanding contributions to protect the Satilla River. This year, the Satilla Riverkeeper is proud to honor Senator William Ligon, who represented the 3rd District of Georgia from 2011 through this year, 2020. His actions in the Georgia legislature help us now keep the river cleaner productive of fish and wildlife, and our drinking water safe. His leadership in the environment is much appreciated, not just here, but statewide. His legislative work produced state laws and joint resolutions that now reduce fishing pressure on crabs, limit development on Jekyll Island, assure restoration of coastal fish habitat, protect tidal marshes with a buffer zone, encourage the coastal Georgia Greenway from St. Mary's to Savannah, drive the need for buffers to protect rivers and streams, assure that the tire disposal fee in Georgia is spent properly, establish rules for anchoring boats and growing oysters, and discourage dumping coal ash in Georgia's landfills. And then there's noise cut. I can't say enough about Senator Ligon's work with the Satilla Riverkeeper and a group of us, Fred Voigt Jr., Wilton DeLoach, and myself, to inspire the state of Georgia to join with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in an ecosystem restoration for the Satilla River estuary that involves closing Noise Cut. This cut and a couple of other unmarked navigation channels have damaged fish habitat and access in a network of tidal creeks and marshes along the north bank of the estuary. You can see some of it right back here. It has taken 8 years, but state matching funds for this restoration have just been released. The closure should be completed in the coming year. Over time, normal water circulation in the estuary will be restored, improving at least 5,000 acres of wetland habitat for fish and wildlife. Many will benefit from the greater fish production and access that this restoration assures. William Ligon's leadership in the Georgia Senate was vital to moving this project forward. We all recognize that the legislative process is not quick nor often easy. His bills didn't always move, but notably, the work brought improvement still, if somewhat obliquely. Senator Ligon introduced legislation to prevent various underground injections from contaminating drinking water. In response, Georgia's environmental agency raised the bar for getting a permit to inject anything underground. He proposed to improve the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's effort to clean up a Superfund site in Glenn County, and so cleanup has moved forward. He sponsored an effort to establish liability against the producer of coal ash when it is sent to Georgia for disposal. Now certain local incentives for accepting coal ash are gone. He wanted to prevent seismic testing from harming right whales. Now many more Georgians are aware that these whales migrate a long distance to give birth off our coast, so deserve special protection. With leaders in other states, he pressed for a regular supply of federal funds to repair and maintain national park facilities. Just as of July 22nd, the U.S. Congress passed the Great American Outdoors Act, which will fund such repairs and maintenance by adding offshore oil and gas royalty payments to the Federal Land and Water Conservation Fund, a bill expected to be signed by the President. Most recently, Senator Ligon introduced legislation to prevent landfills from being located within 3 miles of the Satilla River. This protective measure has enormous popular support here, and perhaps only a single special interest. The legislation seems bound for success, a ball thrown to whomever becomes Senator Ligon's successor. William Ligon's dedication to the environment and the communities of southeastern Georgia is evident. He has set a strong example as a public servant. So thank you, Senator William Ligon, Satilla River Watch Alliance Conservationist of the Year for 2020.
Hi, this is William Ligon, and wow, what a tremendous honor to be named the Satilla Riverkeeper Alliance Conservationist of the Year. And since we couldn't meet together this year, for the annual fundraiser, I decided that maybe I just come out and stand on a sandbar on the Satilla River and just record this thank you message. So if you hear a hoot owl or a frog croak, then you know exactly why you're hearing those noises on camera. But I really want to say thank you to the Riverkeeper and to those who support this organization for your work to help protect the Satilla River. And just from the perspective of a legislator, one who wants to help protect the Satilla River and our water resources in Georgia, I can just tell you that their work is extremely valuable to us in Atlanta. They've proven to be a tremendous resource, Laura has, and those that have served before her, in giving us the information that we need to be effective, to advocate for our environmental and conservation issues, and also to help educate other legislators who may not be from our area, who may not understand the beauty of the resource that we have here and our desire to protect it and preserve it for future generations of Georgians. So I just encourage everyone who's watching to let's continue supporting our Riverkeeper. Their work is extremely important. It has been very productive throughout the years, and it has just been a tremendous honor for me to serve and to work to protect and preserve such a resource as the Satilla River. So thank you again, and God bless you, and thank you for all of your work and your support. And thank you also to my two daughters, Camille and Mary Lee, who helped me film this thank you.
Hi, my name is George Varn. Our family has owned timberlands in the Satilla River Basin for 5 generations. We manage the appropriate site for the production of pine timber, and the sustainability of what we do are third-party certified. Our family has come together to sponsor the gala because we believe in the work of the Riverkeeper. COVID-19 has taken a toll on the Riverkeeper's fundraising, so we ask that you participate generously in the gala's auctions and consider making additional gifts. Thank you very much.
Greetings, fellow friends of Satilla Riverkeeper. I am John Day, president of the Douglas Rotary Club. Our club joins Rotarians throughout Georgia and indeed all over the world in supporting efforts to ensure access to clean water that is so central to life. We applaud the work of the staff and the many volunteers of this organization, and the Douglas Rotary Club is proud to be among your sponsors. We wish you good luck with the gala, the fishing tournament, the river cleanup, and thank you for all that you are doing for the unique and beautiful Satilla River. Thank you.
Hello, friends of the river. My name is Greg Williford. I am a board member of the Satilla Riverkeeper. Your support is vital to our mission to preserve, protect, and educate others about the beautiful Satilla River. I would like to give you 2 different options to donate to the Satilla Riverkeeper. First, if you are visiting us on the Better Unite platform, go to the upper right-hand corner of the page, select the yellow donate button, and you will be given options below to donate. Secondly, you can go to our website, SatillaRiverkeeper.org, anytime and locate the donate button on that page, select that, and you will also be given options below. We thank you very much for your support, and we do appreciate it.
Hi guys, I'm Dwayne with Okefenokee REMC, located in Nahunta, Georgia. OREMC is a longtime proud supporter of Satilla Riverkeeper. The Satilla River flows right through the heart of our customer service territory. Most of OREMC employees grew up on this river and are now sharing those same experiences with their own children. The Satilla River is a natural vital resource in our part of the world, and we are proud to help protect and preserve it.
Okay. Hi, I'm Kelly Shanklin.
And I'm Mickey Thomaston.
And we're with Rainier Advanced Materials in Jessup, Georgia. We're the largest high-purity cellulose plant in the world, and our products are natural building blocks to items you use every day.
We are proud to support the Satilla Riverkeeper in their mission to not only protect the river, but to educate the public about the Satilla River ecosystem. We not only support that as a company, but I'm also proud of that as a private landowner on the Satilla River.
Well, we're having fun at our virtual Satilla celebration, and we hope you are too. My name is Renee Choate. I'm the Director of Development and Events here at Satilla Riverkeeper. Thank you all for the donations that have been coming in. If you donated before August 6th to the virtual Satilla celebration, then your name is in this bowl. I'm about to draw 5 names, and we're going to give away 5 Satilla Riverkeeper microfiber sun hats. So let's have the drawing and let's see who wins. Our first winner is Terrell Lee. Congratulations, Terrell. Okay, our next winner is Joseph Hale. Congratulations, Joseph. Our third winner, here we go, drum roll if you're at home, Pam Moreland. Congratulations, Pam. Okay, 2 more winners. You still have 2 more chances if your name is in this bowl. And our next winner is Harold Boyd. Thank you, Harold. Satilla Riverkeeper sun hat coming to you. Last winner, last chance, Ron and Sally Tomlinson won the last microfiber sun hat. Thank you all so much for joining us during our virtual Satilla celebration. We hope you have fun.
Thank you. I want to once again thank you for participating in this celebration. I certainly join our board and all of our membership in congratulating Senator William Ligon and thanking him for his extraordinary service. Past recipients of this award, Mr. Don Berryhill, Dr. Wade and Rosemary Strickland, Mr. Derby Waters, Dr. Clay Montague, and Dr. G. Wayne Clough are certainly in very good company. Congratulations, Senator Liggins, Satilla River Conservationist of the Year. Well done. Now, this pandemic has brought into focus many of the things that mean the most to us. Certainly, our love and concern for each other is paramount, and also the things we care about, like the love we've celebrated for the Satilla River tonight, the river that nurtures us. We trust that your friendship and support will continue to strengthen the Riverkeeper's efforts, and for this we will be sincerely grateful. Again, sponsors, donors, volunteers, and staff, we sincerely thank you. And, oh yes, good luck with your bidding on those online auction items. We all have until Monday at 8 p.m. to place our bids. If you are joining us by computer, you can see the auction items on the right side of your screen. If you're watching on Facebook Live, click the link in the comments section that should direct you to the auction. Remember, you are supporting a great cause. The Riverkeeper needs your help, and also Christmas is just a few weeks away. Now, please stay connected with the Satilla Riverkeeper by following us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on the website, thesatillariverkeeper.org, or by emailing your thoughts, suggestions, and concerns to us at riverkeeper@satillariverkeeper.org. And as always, we enjoy receiving mail at Post Office Box 817, Nahanta, Georgia 31553. Again, thank you for being with us. We hope to see you again soon, maybe down near the bridge.
Thank you all so much for joining us. This concludes the formal part of our presentation for this evening. Stick around to hear a few more songs from Kelly Parr. If you like her music, notice in the silent auction that she is offering a house party, so be sure to bid on that if you'd like to spend some more time with Kelly. But we're going to switch back over to her, and she's going to play us a few more songs. And then following that, we've got a slideshow with some photos from y'all and our social media accounts, and some of our photos from the the past year. So take a look at that while you peruse the rest of the auction items. And just a reminder, the auction's going to be open until Monday at 8 p.m. and it's free to participate, so share it with anyone you want, or don't share it if you don't want the competition. But anyway, thank you again, and we appreciate all you do.
So I don't think any music show is complete without a tune by Bob Marley. So I'm going to do some Bob Marley for you. Is This Love? So this next song I want to do is one of my all-time favorites, written by one of my all-time favorite songwriters, singer-songwriters, John Prine. And he passed away recently, and was introduced to the song and to John Prine by my friend Tim Haynes, who also passed away recently. And I've been wanting to record this as a tribute for both of them for a while, so here we go. It's called Angel from Montgomery. no gig of mine would be complete without a Patsy Cline song. Thanks to my mom. She's always been one of my favorites, and I used to sing Patsy Cline songs with my mom. So lots of good memories there. And this one's called Walking After Midnight.
Kelly, thank you so much for playing for us tonight. It has been so much fun. Do you think you could play Take Me to the River one more time for us before we head out for the night?
Take me to the river. You know it. Sing with me.
Don't know why I love you like I do. All the change